Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tayler Yarish Show, everybody. Episode 21. 21, we are here in the studio, also known as my apartment. Currently looking at the Dogecoin price. For those who don't know, that is a cryptocurrency. And for those who don't know what that is, you need someone smarter to explain it to you, because I'm a fucking moron. But I had one friend who's also not in finance who was like, I just put like $1,800 in it and, the price could go up. And I don't know what that means exactly. I don't really know. All I know is that it was a meme, and I think that's pretty cool that we can do that. What does money even mean? You know what I mean? Like what? Dogecoin? There's like 19,000 cryptocurrencies right now, apparently. And what makes them better than the other one? Oh, dude, I remember when Bitcoin blew up the first time. It was in like 2017. I was talking to a comedian friend of mine who was deep in it, and he's like, I'm telling you, you got to go in. Now, I had no money to buy said things, but this was like when the price, it like shot to like 4,000 or something like that. And I was like, $4,000 just for one Bitcoin? We don't even know what the fuck this is. And then boom, now it's at like 57,000. And you just, this is why big time, rich people and CEOs, this is why people kill themselves. This is why they jump off the roofs, because relatively speaking, this is a terrible, thing for them if they don't, or they invested in something and then it didn't work out, or the flip side where they had put no money into something and they could have been a gazillionaire and they just can't live with that fact. And so they kill themselves. And you know what? Good. I think good. Because if you can't handle the heat, kill yourself, or whatever the phrase is. You know what I mean? If you're jumping off a roof because of something you missed out on an investment, we don't need you, We don't need you here. You can go, those are going to be the people that go to Mars and just try to set up a new colony with Elon Musk and God knows what, because they think that Earth is shot. Maybe their reputation is so shitty on Earth because they didn't invest in Dogecoin that now they got to go to Mars. They got to go take their shame and go the fuck up there. So I don't know. I'm looking at it. I probably won't buy it. Maybe I will. When it's stuff like this, like I'm not a jump all in type of dude, and I don't like all that risk. There's some people, and those are the people that usually make the money, or they lose it all, and that's the game because it's gambling. And I get it, man. Gambling is fun. I really understand it, and I'm not much of a gambler. Like, I don't have that bug, fortunately, but I could see how people slip into that way of life. Like, you go to Atlantic City, and then you put $20 down on red on the roulette table, and then it hits, and then they give you another $20. And you won it in 15 seconds. You're like, Jesus, I could do that again. And then you lose it, and you're like, all right, well, I still had my $20, so. But what if I win again? I'll try one more time. And then you lose, and then you're out of money. And that's how it happens. Except some people do that with Dogecoin, and they put a gazillion dollars in there, and then they lose their kids' inheritance, and that's the way it goes. But yeah, I'm on half a brain cell right now, man. We went to a brunch yesterday. Good friends of ours were getting, do you say the proposal? Someone got proposed to. Is that they got engaged? That's when you say that, right? Somebody got engaged, and it was a very nice time. And I ordered bottomless Bloody Marys, and I got my money's worth. I had about 6 at like 2 p.m. Don't do that, Don't do that. You think that you're just going to ride it out until you sleep, and, I had shit to do. I had a show yesterday. And I wasn't thinking. I was just like, you know what? Fuck you. You're expecting somebody to get the bottomless, and then they're not going to make it worth it. You got to get like 3 or 4 drinks or whatever to make it worth it. Nah, I'm getting my money's worth, okay? I'm getting my money's worth. And that's what I did. And I felt like dog shit. And so now I'm still fucking feeling it. But yeah, man, things are looking up in New York. Not India, apparently. What the fuck is going on in India? They're just now having a surge? You're just now having a COVID surge? Where were you? Where were you when the rest of the world was burning with COVID? Why are they just doing it now? You're late. You're late. It sucks, but now it's like people are, you know what I mean? It's like the whole world is like, all right, here we go. We're moving on. And then India's like, wait, but now it's our turn to fucking burn. How did this not happen? How did this not happen already? They got fucking 19 billion people over there, and they're just now seeing a surge. It's terrible. I mean, it's awful that there's people dying. They had like 400,000 new cases the other day in one day. And it's like, how did this not happen? And they can't get any vaccines over there. I thought they were the ones who made the fucking vaccines. Like, weren't they? I'm pretty sure India was like the biggest distributor of vaccines, and they can't give it to themselves. Like, they were exporting them. Now they're importing them. I mean, what a clusterfuck. Governments just suck all around, don't they? They all just suck. And I get it. This is an unprecedented blah, 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 blah. But Jesus Christ, dude. You're just now having a surge? And I don't know, it's talk where maybe U.S. is going to help. We're going to send some supplies. It sounds heartless, but like, can we stop sending shit to other places when our own country could be doing better? We're always, I don't understand how we're always giving money. We're always giving money and giving supplies. Aren't we like $400 trillion in debt? A lot of the numbers I've been giving on this episode so far have been highly inflated and hyperbolic, but legitimately, aren't we like $400 trillion in debt? Like it just will never be out of it. I don't understand how we can just keep, it's like every 2 days, Biden's like, yeah, they got another $2 trillion plan. This one's called the America, we give, everyone has love in their heart plan. Why is it always the most ridiculous name? Like, that to me that's a huge red flag. Every plan, every bill they put forward, it's always the most like, this is the America cares, and if you disagree with anything in this bill, you're a piece of shit scumbag bill. That's the name of the fucking bill. Like $2 trillion. Like it's nothing. We don't even bat an eye at giving that away. I don't understand how that works. Don't we have no money? This is why the fucking Dogecoin exists, because we're like, there's no more cash to give. I know that this Dogecoin is just an experiment, but can we just send that to India? Can we just send them some hey, don't worry. I know you got issues. We're kind of strapped for cash as a country, so we're gonna send you some Dogecoin. Is that what's Dogecoin? It's like a meme that we made into a legitimate currency for fun. It was a goof. So we're gonna send you some of that, and then you can convert it as you will, for whatever you need. But it's I swear it's legitimate. It's a legitimate currency. I don't know if you can buy and trade and sell that where you live, but that's what we got to offer, because we got shit tons of Dogecoin to give away, but we got no money. I really don't understand how we just keep giving away. We're like a kid who just got his first credit card and it's got like $1,000 spending limit, but you don't really look at that. You just buy shit and you don't see it coming out of your bank checking account, so you're like, oh, It's like I didn't even spend money. I didn't buy shit. It didn't come out, so it's free money. Why can't I go to another steakhouse? That's what we're doing as a country. We just have a credit card and we're eating steaks every night. Yeah, get the extra side. Who gives a fuck? What's happening over there? We're like America's. We're at our own table. We're racking up a bill, just ordering steaks. We got the Brussels sprouts. We got cheesecakes coming. Yeah, get another bottle of wine. Yeah, that's a fantastic year. Don't show me the price. Go fuck yourself. Just bring it to the table. That's what we're doing over here. And then 3 tables down, India's sitting at the table. And they're like, hey, man, we got no food over here. Like, the service is just fucking shit. The service is terrible. Can we just get some food? And then America's like, oh, garçon, my friend's over there. Can you go send him a plate of these? Get the asparagus for him too. These are really great. Send the mashed potatoes. Send a couple bottles of wine as well. You know, it's on us. It's on us, India. Okay? Don't say we never did nothing to you, you know? And then 4 tables down from them is Afghanistan. And they're like, hey, we really have no food. And also, we think you're a giant piece of shit. And America's like, you know what they need? A Starbucks. So send a Starbucks over to them, a couple of steaks, a couple of more bottles of wine, a cheesecake, and you know what? A creme brulee, because why the fuck not? Or a lamb. Maybe they don't eat steak. Why are we just constantly intervening? We don't have anything for you. Everybody knocks on our fucking door. Can we just pretend not to be home once?
Good news.
You know? Christ. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'll be honest. I'm not, I know nothing of foreign, whatever you want, whatever the word is. But I just know that it's like we're always in another place. We're always in another place, and no one has ever been able to explain that to me, like why, why that makes sense. We've been in fucking Afghanistan for 40 years now, and apparently we're gonna pull out, which I just can't believe it. Like now we're gonna start bringing We've been bringing home the troops for my whole life. I swear to God. My whole life we've been bringing home the troops. It's never going to happen. And apparently, I guess last year, Trump was like, yeah, we'll be out by May 1st. And May 1st passed. We're still in there. And so now the Taliban is issuing threats to America because we didn't agree, we didn't get out when we said we were going to get out. So now they're like, hey, watch your fucking back over here. They don't talk like that. Watch your fucking back. Okay? And is that not the most empty threat you could possibly give? It's like we've been in your country for 20 years. We've been saying we were going to get out for 20 years. And now you're going to issue... That'd be like if you were in an apartment and the rent was due on the 1st of the month. And then you didn't pay your rent for 20 years. And they're not, and then you're like, I promise next month I'm going to pay you. Promise. And then next month rolls around, and then finally the landlord is calling you up. I'm going to fucking evict you. You're going to get evicted. And it's like, hey, no, you're not. Now you're going to evict me? Even though I haven't paid in fucking 20. I don't know if that's a good comparison, but, I just don't get what the threat is. Do they even have... I saw one article about this, so maybe it's not even that big of a deal. Yeah. Taliban is a article in the New York Post. Taliban threatens fresh attacks on U.S. troops as Biden skips the withdrawal deadline. Fresh attacks. That's kind of a weird way of putting it, isn't it? These attacks, they're pretty fresh, let me tell you. Do you think, terrorist organizations... Do you think they talk to each other? Do you think, do you think they communicate Being like, dude, wait till you see what we got coming down the fucking pipe. You think you guys are doing some shit. Wait till we get cooking. I don't know. There's probably not like I think they all have the same enemy, right? Us. Yeah, so in this article it says, Taliban warned the U.S. troops, fresh attacks by May 1st, yada, 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 yada. The insurgent group's fighters will take every counteraction it deems appropriate against the occupying forces, quote, a Taliban spokesman tweeted Saturday. A Taliban spokesman tweeted. That's that should be that's the fucking headline. That's the joke right there. A Taliban spokesman on Twitter just being like, hey, so here's the deal. My client is very upset. My client is very upset that these people are still, in the country. They would like to get back to business as usual. They would like to get back to blowing shit up and just causing mayhem. But these fucking cucks just keep coming into our country. Send. Yeah, like... How does the Taliban have a spokesman on Twitter? Is that, like, I don't know, listen, nobody reads the community guidelines of anything anymore, but I'm gonna guess that you can't represent a terrorist organization and be on Twitter. Is that wrong to say? I mean, it's, and I don't want to go, all tinfoil hat and conspiracy, but when you think about some of the people who have been kicked off Twitter and then who still remains, it's like, what is the actual, what are the rules? Like, they kicked off the last president because he incited a riot and he spread, he was spreading false information. And I don't know. I mean, yes, he shouldn't have done that. It was terrible and false information, yada, yada. But if ISIS tweets out, death to America, are they kept on because it's technically true information? Like, hey, when they said death to America and we want to kill everybody and bomb your whole country, we weren't lying. It's not false information. So check yourself, Jack Dorsey, okay? You could say whatever you want about the Mujahideen and what we do and who we do it to, but don't you dare call us a fucking liar. How dare you, Jack Dorsey, misrepresent the caliphate? This is the official Twitter account of the spokesman of Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan, and then a name I can't pronounce. 175,000 followers. 175,000 followers on Twitter. And your boy can't get a retweet. I mean, what's happening? Granted, I don't use Twitter that much, but this is actually, for dumb people in this country, this is like a terrible thing to keep on here because you're like, hey, this spokesperson for the Taliban, it's got 175,000 followers. Everyone's always trying to up their follower game. So you could get some fucking dumbass somewhere in the country, in our country, who's like, how do I get my followers up? How do I get more people to pay attention? What are other people doing? And then they go and they're like, wow, 175,000 followers. What are they putting out there? Just videos of tactical explosions and Taliban leaders giving speeches. Maybe I should pepper that into my feed a little bit, Throw a little bit of that in there. See what happens to my followers. How are they not blocked on Twitter? And I get it. Like, there's probably, it's got to be a big job to like scan through everybody's fucking tweets. But that they're able to track when you tweet about certain shit. Like, you ever just like put the word coronavirus or vaccine or Fauci or any one of these fucking buzzwords? You ever just put that in like an Instagram story or in a tweet, and then you go to look at it, and then the CDC has just hijacked your tweet, and they're like, hey, for information, come to the CDC website. Like, has anyone Is it really helping anybody? Have you ever clicked on that link? You're like, hey, for more information about the coronavirus, click on the CDC link. And then you click on it and it's like, wash your hands. Hey, we're past that. Do you think that, like, when people in India are tweeting right now, they're like, please help us. We need oxygen. We need vaccines. And they're like, actually, if you want to know more information about the vaccination, go to the CDC website. Like, hey, don't trust this Twitter person. Don't listen to what they're saying. If you want the real scoop on COVID, go to the CDC website. Yes, I know that their country is burning and that their crematoriums are overflowing and that they've now started to burn the bodies in dog crematories because there's too many of them. Yes, we understand that. But the real concern is of their information. Where are they getting it from? Are they getting it from the CDC website? If not, don't listen to them. And here's a link below. Click on it. I mean, the CDC really does think we're just a bunch of fucking dumbasses. I think so. Like, they are just and I get it. There's dumb people who will listen to somebody talk about something and then be like, that's what I should do. And there's just no common sense anymore. You can't let nature take its course and let dumb people be dumb and let everybody else just live their life. We have to fucking nerf everything. We have to just, we have to spread the awareness, make sure that we have everyone knows, everyone's got to know the right information. How about just, like, put it out there, which you have, and then let people find it and let people, make their own decisions. You know what I mean? If there's some guy out there who's just ignoring all the protocols and doesn't want to follow anything, it's not because he doesn't know. He just doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't care. And so, he's just like, putting up an Instagram story, vaccine is a hoax. You guys are fucking sheep. Johnson & Johnson is a fraud. And then he goes to tweet, he puts that, and then underneath it, it's the CDC thing pops up. We're reviewing some of this content, and our records indicate that this is false information. Hey, no shit. No shit, okay? Is there somebody who's watching this dude in a tie-dye tank top down in Florida, who's missing a fucking right tooth, who's just like, yeehaw, I don't give a fuck. You can't put a mask on me. Is there someone who's like, this is the guy. This is where I'm getting my information from. CD who? It's not a lack of knowledge. It's a lack of giving a fuck about what's going on. So, just to see, Fauci's got to fucking cool it. You know what I mean? I think he's trying to hold on to the celebrity a little bit too much, okay? Stop doing podcasts with fucking Matthew McConaughey, okay? Go into the lab. Somebody had a great joke the other day about, like, pandemics happen once every 100 years. This is your busy season. That was the joke. Get in there. I'm sorry, I don't forget who said that joke, but it's true. It's like, whoa, Ed, what are you doing? This is the time to go and figure it out, and it seems like we have, and people will take it or they won't take it, and that's it. You know? All right, enough about that. I'm sorry. Usually I don't like to cover that as much as I just did, but it's bananas. But we're shut up, so we're out there. We're doing stuff. We went to this cocktail bar on the Upper East Side. It was a speakeasy, which, honestly, those are hit or miss. I feel like speakeasies in New York, they're either really cool or they're gimmicky and overpriced. And I went to one with Kate, which, in my opinion, was gimmicky and overpriced. It's my fault. I wanted to surprise him, like, hey, we're going to gonna go get a drink at this cool place. And I saw it on Instagram, and it was just, it got me. It sold me on Instagram. Some of the ads and some of the things that pop up, you're just like, wow, that looks like it'd be cool. And then you go, but the thing is, if Instagram is like showing you an ad for a speakeasy, it's probably not that much of a speakeasy. A lot of people know about it, and it's just a fucking rotating cattle call of basic people who want an Instagram photo of them walking into some, back door. And that's what it was. It was this place. It was a speakeasy bar behind the wall of an ice cream shop. So you go into this ice cream shop, and then there's like a wall of all these different pints of ice cream, and then the door opens, and there's a bar back there. Great. But I knew as soon as I made the reservation, because you had to put a card down, and you had to put the card down, and then if you cancel your reservation, they charge you like $50 a person or something like that. Like, once they hooked you, they hooked you. So we had to go. And, the drinks they're okay, but they're, very overpriced. Super overpriced. And the food, don't even get me started on the fucking food. So you have to order food. I think it's still a rule. Like, if you're at a place, you can't just order drinks. You have to order food. And they were selling pigs in a blanket, 5 of them. You know how big a pig in a fucking blanket is? It's like this big. It's like 1 inch. And they were selling 5 for $10. Now, I didn't know there were only 5 of them. I thought we would just get like a plethora. I thought we were getting a platter for $10. I mean, you can get a whole box at Costco for, $6 or whatever. But of course, I should have known. Yeah, they came out 5 of them, and it's just like, Jesus Christ. And yeah, so probably won't be going back there. But it's important to try these things. It's important to try them to make financial mistakes. And there's, $70 or something down the drain. And I'm like, I could have invested this in Dogecoin. I could have taken the $70 and put it into a meme. But you live and you learn. You know what I mean? You live and you fucking learn. That's what I'm going to do nowadays. Now from now on. Anytime I'm about to make a stupid purchase, I'm just going to stop and I'm going to be like, do you really need this? Do you want to buy this? Or do you want to take this money and invest it in Dogecoin? Because either way, if you buy that fucking coffee and croissant for $10 or whatever it is, you consume it and then it's gone. It doesn't exist anymore. Or you could take that, invest it in Dogecoin, and it could grow, or it doesn't exist anymore and you lose your money. Either way, you're losing your money. So, and you have to weigh that with how good does it feel to eat a croissant and drink a nice iced coffee that was made for you versus the feeling of buying Dogecoin and seeing it, you have that gambler high up and down sort of roller coaster that you go through. And that's for you to decide. That's for you to decide as an investor. And as an investor, which I'm now an investor, I'm going to choose the crypto every time. I'll make coffee at home a couple days a week if that means that I can buy meme currency and see how our economy is collapsing, okay? And maybe I'll take my Dogecoin and I'll send it to India because I'm also a charitable person. And I can do that if I want to. Hey, we don't have oxygen for you. We don't have vaccinations, even though you sent them over to us. We don't have hospital beds or ventilators or any of those things. However, we got you Dogecoin, baby.
Good news.
So we'll see. We'll see what the fuck happens. God, it's just annoying, man. I know it's terrible to look at a whole country just, burning and being like, that's so annoying. But I'd be lying if I said it wasn't. And somebody should help, but I just don't want it to be us. Can someone else just step up to the fucking plate for once? Hey, Justin Trudeau. Get your head out of some hooker's ass or whatever you're doing right now and go help another country. Canada's always claiming to be better than us anyway, which we all know they're not. But fucking put your money where your mouth is, okay? You know that another country is not going to be as good as America until they go into crippling $1 trillion worth of debt trying to help other countries / invade them for their natural resources. That's what I think. until you're invading a country to help them or rid them of their natural resources, you're not as good as America, okay? That's what we do. That's what we do, okay? We're going to take your oil and we'll give you a Starbucks. Bam. We'll even throw in some oat milk for you. How about that? How about that? I'm going to blow your fucking mind with oat milk. You guys are just over there drinking, regular-ass milk, and we're going to skip almond. What do you want? You want the almond milk, the oat milk, the soy milk, the rice milk, the cashew milk. We'll give you all the milks and your own Starbucks. We will take your oil, though. We'll take that. We're going to take your oil. We're going to give Greta Thunberg another statue, and we're just going to fucking keep running this train into the ground. You know what I mean? We're not going to make it. That's why all these people are trying to go to Mars, because we're not going to make it. We're just so zoomed in every day. We live in a 24-hour news cycle. We can't take a step back and see that this thing is not going to last, okay? All you would have to, if you went back in time and you told your grandfather that, hey, in 50 years, we're going to just start making up money. We're going to start making up money, and there's not really going to be a rhyme or reason to it. And then a bunch of people are going to get, they're gonna put all their money into a joke to try and fuck over rich people, and then the rich people are gonna be like, not so fast. That's what's gonna happen. He wouldn't believe you. Your grandfather would not believe you. And why would he? Why should he? Don't make a new thing up. Don't make up a new money. Listen, my whole life growing up, all I heard was cash is king. I don't know if that's the case anymore. You just got to have the hottest crypto on the block. How do you make it? Maybe I'll make my own crypto. Somebody came up with Dogecoin, I don't know how the fuck you say it. Somebody just came up with it. I mean, why can't I have my own cryptocurrency? Why can't I go to the coffee shop and be like, pull up my phone and, hey, here's my, do you guys take the cunt coin? What's it? The cunt coin. Do you guys take that here? You don't? What the fuck, man? I made it up. It's my currency. Can you buy anything with Bitcoin? I think that's starting to happen, right? Like, you're able to buy legitimate things with Bitcoin. Dude, it's bananas. We don't know what we're doing. I don't fucking know. That was a nice, lighthearted, uplifting podcast, right? I don't know. Just trying to hold on. Just trying to hold on and find the next thing that's going to blow the fuck up. That's what we all should be doing. That's what everyone should be doing with their time, is just trying to find the next money that's going to explode, okay? Nurses are resigning at alarming rates. Cops are resigning at alarming rates, as they should. Why would you do that job when you could sit home on your couch and invest in Dogecoin? That's what they should do. Just all these nurses who are, going to work and they're being nurses and they're like, fuck this job. I hate it. 12-hour shifts. No, thank you. Just try to get some settlement or something and then invest all your money in Dogecoin. It's going to hit $1. It's going to hit $1. And are you going to be there? That is the question that I will leave with you today. Are you going to be there when Dogecoin hits $1? Because I will. I'll fucking be there. I might lose all my money and eventually be homeless. But I will take that chance. And I think you should take it with me. That's the podcast this week. Thanks for listening. It'll be out. Well, if you're listening to it now, you know when the fuck it's out. Dumb thing to say. All right. That's it. We'll see you next week. Thanks for listening. Like, share, subscribe, fucking all that bullshit. Send a clip to somebody, Just put it on your story. You don't got to commit to the feed. Just throw it on your story. It helps with all the bullshit. So thanks. See you next week. Hey, goodbye.